I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set it down them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you living on spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerfed. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Things I tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. Yeah, 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 yeah. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Well, you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yeah.
That underground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, good lose. I approve. I bet I stepped and approve. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted grab her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. It ain't out of DM trying to be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so blowing the
Bands of the jet.
I caught her door back with a 50. She wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
can read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to they wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple pack. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flow elevator, we fix them and brad. How you want deposit the memo? Cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend call, want me alone. None of my bitches happy your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner.
What you gonna do? 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 I'm gonna
stunt.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay. Cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra.
emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brass. They can off, them and you are. You too, Paul. Got two biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro.
I want you to win.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day, I picking up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the South on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my name is Jumper up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count the cash.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
53, ready.
Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw is Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 52 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities. And they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Got it with Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again a catch.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Outright Smith-Njigba has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw... coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's into traffic, but taken in.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
32.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Alert! Ready!
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the air again, Stafford. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jenkins. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seattle. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Montrell Washington now on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Here's Stafford. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back and the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Play action now for Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Miami.
40 got. 40 got.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Seahawks. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stafford now. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Mitchell. Finding space at the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Elijah Mitchell. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On 1st down, Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. To throw is Stafford. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of the couple.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that 1st down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Walker. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That stop made by Byron Young. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, go!
They'll try and run it with Walker. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up and around the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
The tight end Fant in motion. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon. Now how about this? It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Stafford. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
This one caught at the 4. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the... They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From his own end zone, it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll run with Walker. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's into space, has the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Here's a designed run. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Let's go now.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss with Walker. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 1st down. Off play action. It's Stafford. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Throwing again is Stafford. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the